The last time you saw us, we were visiting Hilton Head Island. Then we traveled through 4 states, learning a little about each state as we traveled, searching out fresh in-season produce as we drove. We've reached Pigeon Forge. Along with Pigeon Forge, we'll be visiting Gatlinburg and the Great Smoky Mountains. Expedia ranks this area in the top 3 travel destinations behind Orlando and Destin, Florida. Year-round residents of Pigeon Forge number 6,000, but it's estimated that 10 million people visit the town every year. There's a lot to do here. Pigeon Forge alone has over 40 attractions. The old cash register can really add up here. We're skipping the big-ticket items and focusing on several free or low-cost options. We started our trip with a visit to Paradise Island. We showed up at 10 a.m. when they opened. Parking and admission to the area is free. There's even a tram to take you from the parking area to the entrance, so you don't have to walk. You pay only for the activities you do there. With 80 shops, restaurants, rides, attractions, a 200-foot high observation wheel, and even live music, we figured we could find something to do here. We thought the coolest thing to see was the fountain show. It's choreographed to music and plays on the hour and half hour. It's starting to get busy, so we thought it was time to get out of there. You can access the Riverwalk Trail from the island, so we brought the Bronco bikes along. This 6-mile trail parallels the Little Pigeon River and connects several popular areas of town. We stopped to visit Patriot Park, which is right next to the main transit center for the trolleys. Public transportation is kind of a fascination of ours, so we got some information on how we could use the trolleys, which ran right past our campground. In the same vicinity as the transit center is the Old Mill Square. The centerpiece of the square is the Old Mill. Built in 1830 by the man from which Pigeon Forge got its name, the mill is listed on the National Register of Historic Places. It still grinds grains to this day, but it was also used for several other purposes, including making uniforms for war volunteers, producing electricity, and was the home of Pigeon Forge's first distillery. It's a fun area to walk around. We wanted to see the fountains at night, so we used our trolley ticket we bought earlier. You can also pay in cash as you get on if you like. The drivers were pretty helpful and coached us on how to get where we were going faster by avoiding the trolley that went down the congested parkway. It was a late night for us, but the fountains at night were worth it. Only 7 miles away from Pigeon Forge is Gatlinburg. Like Pigeon Forge, it has a large number of attractions. The town was named after the most hated man in town. Gatlin feuded with the most prominent family and supported the Confederacy in the Civil War. Although he was eventually chased out of town, the name Gatlinburg stuck. We're here to visit Anakeesta theme park. You can park right next to the area for $20. That will give you 10 hours to visit Anakeesta and walk around Gatlinburg, but we think there's a better way. Stop by the visitor center and catch the free trolley. If you're planning to visit the Great Smoky Mountains, you'll need a parking pass. You can get that at the visitor center while you're here too. The word Anakeesta means place of high ground in the Cherokee language, and it's the reason we chose to come here. One of the things we've learned on this trip is how much the Hubs and I both love, and to an extent need, expansive views. We're really missing the Colorado mountains. As seniors, we paid less than $30 per person for general admission. You can add more experiences such as an evening light show or coaster rides to your ticket if you want. The park overlooks the Smoky Mountains, so getting there is part of the adventure. I only have one suggestion: eat before you come. We would only have one day to explore this park. We entered through Gatlinburg and started with the Roaring Fork Motor Nature Trail. This is a one-way road that follows the Roaring Fork River. It has a few trails, a few places to stop, and is full of small waterfalls. Beautiful. Next, we re-entered the park through Gatlinburg and made our way to Sugarland's Visitor Center. Cades Cove is a one-way loop road that circles the cove. It's one of the most popular things to do in the park. This area reminded me of our Yellowstone experience. Lots of wildlife traffic jams. If you're worried about finding wildlife, just look for the crowds of people. Cades Cove is open sunrise to sunset. If we were to do it again, we'd make this our first stop early in the morning to avoid crowds and see more wildlife. Another option we'd consider is coming on a Wednesday, May through September, to bike the loop. They close the loop to traffic on those days. Halfway through the loop is Cades Cove Visitor Center. Here you learn about the Southern mountain culture, visit an operational grist mill, tour the Becky Cable House along with other historical structures. While here, we talked to a ranger about getting off the loop. The Hubs was in search of a view, and we were done with crowds. Time to say goodbye to our campground and hello to our next journey.
Where do pirates get their hooks? At a second-hand store.